Far too many business owners and entrepreneurs focus on building a business and not a brand. On this Branding Bites podcast, I dish out bite-sized strategies to keep your personal brand front and center to make a more significant impact and see bigger results in your business. Hey there, it's Kristin Korn, and you're listening to the Branding Bites podcast, episode number 1, What to Do When Your Brand Feels Stuck. So when I sat down to write out this first episode, all I could think about was the women I wanted to impact with my words and my story through this podcast. For the last 3 years, I've helped hundreds of women who own a business be able to stand out a little more on social media using the branding strategies I teach and the logos and the visual identity I designed for them. And it's been incredibly moving to watch women get excited to see their business look legit and real and know how to speak to their audience like a little bit more confidently. But there's been one area as of late that brings me to complete tears, my eyes well up, knowing I can help those women at a deeper level. And it is their purpose, their passions, and their God-given favors. You guys, it is astounding to witness the women coming through my branding challenge not know who they even are. Yes, like they own a business, they're going for it, and they want to grow that business using a professional-looking brand presence. And that is awesome. That is great. What I see is they can answer all the questions about their business, the products they offer, the people they're looking to help, almost sounding like a marketing robot at times. But when it comes to answering questions about themselves and who they are, they freeze up. So the reason I teach 2 full days of core interest inside my 14-day Stay in Your Lane challenge is because I believe when you understand and acknowledge everything that is unique about you, the qualities you have, the beautiful gifts and favors God has sown into you, you can positively impact masses when you use them. But what I see happen is people are choosing a job, a career, a business based on income or location and opportunity instead of aligning it with their core purpose, and people get stuck. And the longer you stay in that situation, the more you forget who you once were. Now, I know this may sound a bit deep for episode number 1 of a branding podcast, but the reason branding is hard for so many is because you don't know who you are. You've forgotten those times that you're moving with grace and time just passes by. You're brushing off the moments that there's been an awesome response to an activity or things that you're doing and people are taking notice. You don't even know what makes you happy anymore. And until you really understand how you're wired and the impact you're supposed to have on those around you, and you can embrace it and honor it, you're going to continue to feel stuck in your brand. But the moment you unlock the real you and understand where your gifting is, you're going to know it. You're going to feel so lit up inside. You're going to feel the release of overwhelm. And I know this because it's happened to me. When you know who you are, then you know without a doubt who you are here to serve. And you guys, when that happens, branding simply becomes about having a virtual conversation with your niche audience about the things you're passionate about and they need help with. I know I am here today because I want to impact people at a bigger level. Yes, I'm going to drop bite-sized branding strategies your way in order to grow that impact and monetize your business. But girl, until you understand who you are and why you are here, nothing I teach will have the effect in your life that it needs to. Every week, I'm going to show up as the authentic, transparent, and valuable educator that you may already know me for. But I can't tell you I won't shed a tear or two, or I won't drop a few cuss words when I get fired up. but know my passion lies right here, right now, where God has intentionally placed me to be. All right, purpose-driven CEOs, until next time, keep putting purpose behind your brand, and thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Branding Bites podcast. I'd love to hear from you, so hop on over to Instagram at Stay in Your Lane Brand and drop a comment. And if you're feeling extra gracious, please leave a review wherever you caught this podcast. You can dive into the show notes for this episode and all episodes at brandingbitespodcast.com. And if you love this podcast, please share it with a friend. Thanks for tuning in.